The country's fifth commander-in-chief of the Defense Forces and President of the Republic, William Ruto, presided over his first public holiday event since he assumed office last month, a ceremony where he received full military honors. Leila Mohammed brings us the sights and sounds of the military rites performed at the historic Uhuru Gardens grounds along Langata Road, Nairobi.
The Starehe School's mixed brass band is going through the paces of songs to be performed during a special march past before the country's head of state in a few hours from now. In the middle of the grounds, the Kenya Defense Forces boots were standing in line on the ground in also last-minute plans of how the Commander-in-Chief will inspect his first guard of honor at a national celebration. While troops from different security formations went through the last practice for Ruto's big day, Kenyans who were already on the grounds danced to the tunes belted by various bands. Their creative and colorful outfits shining bright as the sun came out to play on the 59th Mashujaa Day celebrations.
Unajua mimi nachunga watu usiku. Mimi ni soja ile ya gate. Lakini sasa juu wamesema hapa ni mashujaa, nimekuja kusupport mashujaa wenye unachunga pia nchi.
By 11 a.m., the full parade of the Kenya Defense Forces marched into the grounds, taking their position while awaiting instructions from the parade commander, Lieutenant Colonel Gilbert Kinanga. For the second time in under 2 months, the 21st Battalion Kenya Rifles of the Kenya Army is being accorded the honor of leading the parade for the Commander-in-Chief. The unit flag or color displayed gracefully by Lieutenant Amon Lepatong, who held it tightly, guarding it jealously as the troops awaited a special moment when the Commander-in-Chief would bow before it. Before long, the CDF General Robert Kibochi walked to receive the Commander-in-Chief, the two riding in the open-top Land Rover to a rousing applause from those inside the events grounds. The red tunic of the Kenya Army taking center stage as the Chief of Defense Forces and the ADC Lieutenant Colonel Lengu Suranga, both Army officers standing by their Commander-in-Chief. Once the national anthem was done and that of the EAC, President Ruto inspected the Guard of Honor, constituting of 160 men from 3 services, the red tunic of the Kenya Army taking the largest chunk of the parade due to its position within the KDF, the deep blue of the Kenya Air Force following through, and the whites of the Navy also standing out. Once the parade had left the grounds, a feature that was last seen at such an event before the era of COVID-19 came back. Officers from the military, the police, the KWS, Kenya Forest Service, prisons, the Coast Guard, NYS and the Nairobi City County marched past the president to showcase the country's security service capabilities. Even the 4-legged officers were not left behind. The Starehe Band, mimicking the military band by playing music for the scouts, the Girl Guides and emergency response teams, march past that constituted school children from schools across the country.
Na kukaribisha nyote katika jimbo la Nairobi kwa sherehe yako ya kwanza kama rais baada ya kuapishwa ya Mashujaa Day.
That I preside over this year's celebration for the first time as president, and I am humbled and grateful.
The country's 5th Commander-in-Chief will be honored again on the 12th of December this year, when the military will do again their trooping of the color, which will be his second such public event to preside over. Leila Mohammed, NTV, at the Uhuru Gardens in Nairobi.